The most popular tail is the squash. This is a great compromise of average tail width and 2 pivot points that are rounded off to create a drivey and smooth turning tail. Swallowtails are popular on wide tails, as the 2 extreme pivot points help to increase the board's manoeuvrability to compensate for the wide tail. The pintail is standard for a big wave gun. The board doesn't need to generate its own speed, as the big or hollow wave will do that for you. Therefore, the pintail will give the surfer greater back foot board control. The rounded pin has a slightly wider than normal pin, so that it can be used as an all-round board. Lots of surfers prefer them and use them for their smoother turns. The rail shape affects the board's manoeuvrability and speed. The 2 main types of rail are hard and soft. Hard edge rails increase the board's speed and drive, but also make the board feel stiff and are unforgiving, so your turns have to be sharp and perfect, which are best for good clean waves. Soft edge rails have a rounded look, creating a more forgiving rail for turning, but create less board speed. Most boards will have a combination of the 2. Hard rails are generally in the tail area and soft rails around the front foot area. Variations on the soft and hard rails help give the board its own characteristics. For example, some rails will have a fuller, boxier rail to maintain lots of volume in the board for a heavy-footed surfer. Or you could have a lower volume, pinched rail for a light-footed surfer. There are many more finer adjustments that can be made, which will vary from shaper to shaper.
Well, roll deck is basically a way of thinning the board out to the rail more abruptly, but keeping volume through the centre of the board. So you've got your centre thickness through the middle of the board, and then the deck is actually, as it says, rolled into a thinner, more pinched rail.
The hip or bump wing is a quick change of the board's width near the tail. This is great for a board that has a wide midpoint, but with the bump wing enables a narrower tail for improved board control with your back foot.